Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm going to continue with part 2 of making our grungy uh, journal cover for our If Walls Could Talk journal that I'm going to be making in between Christmas journals. The first thing that I did is I switched my book cover. I have this old children's songbook, and I love this color of red, and I love the worn look of the book. So I'm going to use this cover instead. This was a thrift store find, and it is a pretty old book. I can't remember exactly how old it is. I've got the guts of it somewhere because I use the music pages inside of it. It's like a kid's school music book. And so it has different songs and stuff in it. Here it is. And someone at some point had it in their booth for $13. And I paid $1.99 for it, which actually I probably paid less than that because they have a thing at my thrift store that if you buy, you get 5 hardback books for like $5. So I probably paid like $1 for it. But it's a Canadian songbook. Let's see. I was trying to see if I could find a year. Not that that matters for anything. But you can see it's got this kind of neat kids music in it. And it's also got some really neat graphics. So I use that in some of my collaging and things like that. But anyway, I had already kind of gutted it so I could use the pages, and I had just had the book block just kind of stuck in it. But I like this color with our tag here, so I'm going to use that. At this point, it's got a really small spine, and it's probably not going to be big enough for the journal, but even if it's not, you know, I would cut it down the spine and put a new spine on it, and this book part would be the same anyway, and on the back as well. So I'm going to decorate the front page, and then later if I have to cut the spine off, we can do that. The thing that I need to do first is I need to cover most of this because my tag base does not cover all of this. And so I'm going to use this piece of remaining digital from Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm going to put it on there like that, and then I've got a piece of this letter that I'm going to stick under there like that, just to kind of create a layer underneath so that I can cover that wording that is under there. Okay, and we'll have a little bit of the red poking out, and then of course we'll have all of the red on the back. So I'm going to glue those 2 pieces down. I'm not too worried about you seeing that part of it, but you can kind of see where I'm going there as far as that goes. All right, so let's continue with this. So I also found this piece of ephemera that I had that is from like an old, you would have gotten it from J&P Coates makes threads. And this is a calendar that you would hang up on the wall. And so I thought that might be something that you would still see hanging on the wall in an abandoned house as a calendar. And so I am going to use that, and then this is kind of the layout that I'm going for. I'm having problems getting my words out here. I think my brain's working faster than my mouth is today. I'm going to kind of put this here, and I'm going to put my little fabrics and stuff kind of coming out underneath, and I want them to be like really stringy and grungy looking. So just kind of, you know, like that. And I'm not worried about this little house showing in its entirety because we're going to have, you know, lots of houses on the inside. Something like that. And then I want to lay this key across here. Like that, I think. And I might even make this a little more crooked. I had the metal ring on this, but it was too new looking to me. And I like the idea of adding the extra texture of the old string. So that's what we're going to use instead. Kind of like that. Alright, so let's start gluing. So this piece obviously is going to go down first. And I just roughed it up and inked it and wrinkled it and all that kind of fun stuff. And I am using art glitter glue because we have all the layers and the stuff going on. And I'm thinking I might want to put foam tape on this. And I'm wondering, do I maybe want to put this paper clip on the side so that I can drop this down a little bit. I mean, I'm going to glue it too. Yeah, I may do that. Put it on the side rather than the... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it on the top. Because I don't have to put that picture behind the paper clip. And I like the idea that, you know, metal, and then I've got metal in the key, and then I've also got a little rusted safety pin that we can use if we need to. I'm going to grab my foam tape here. Hopefully my camera arm is not slipping. I just finished the other video, and I'm going to go ahead and do part 2, even though it won't air right away, because I'm going to get this cover done. So it's easier for me to just continue on. so I can move on to the next thing. Okay. I was trying to decide where I want to put this, and obviously I can't make up my mind. Okay. So there's that. Now, like I said, this can be put on at any time. But I am going to slide it on there so I can decide where I want this stuff. So I've got my little curtain light material, which I'm imagining is curtains. And then these little pieces. I want the really stringy parts. I may not even need that one. And then my key is gonna lay kind of like that. And then let's kind of pin a pin through here. Okay, so all of this pretty much is going to have to be glued with Fabri-Tac. Do I want them down here, or do I want them up here? No, I like it better down here. And I'm going to hang them off a little bit because that won't matter. Because my book is wider. Alright, so let's get all this stuff glued down. I'll take them off for the moment. So we want the little lace piece for, oh, I pinned them together. Oh, I was brilliant, wasn't I? Forgot I did that. Okay. Very fiddly. I don't want that on their face. There we go. All right, and I'm kind of leaving this top open in case I decide that I want to, you know, put some kind of a sentiment or something across there. All right, I need to glue them down now. Come on, glue. Really? Just put this key over top of that instead of underneath. Luckily, I could still move that because it takes a while for that Fabri-Tac to dry on metal, but it does work. Now I've covered up my pin. That's gonna have to come down a little bit, I think. See if I can still get it out. go. Move it down. Trial and error, trial and error. There we go. Need to put some glue in there because that drives me crazy when I try to get it out and I can't. Okay. Double tied that so it wouldn't come untied. But I kind of like the idea of having just a little bit of a bow there. Do think it needs to be grunged up a little bit though. We can always use extra grunging, right? Maybe fray the ends a little bit. Okay, so now we can take our book and put these two pieces down. And I'm going to use our glitter glue, I believe. For this piece. And I'm going to put it just right at the edge of where that writing starts. Just to kind of cover that writing up. Rough it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take our little letter piece here. This is printed on newsprint, and so it's pretty soft paper anyway, but it crinkles really well if you're trying to age something up. I'm going to put it, because this tag needs to go right at where that writing ends. And put our letter about right there. And I'm going to use glue stick for this because it's paper to paper. we can glue this on. Do we need to put maybe another piece of fabric or something? I don't like how that has got a straight edge. Much better. If you don't like it, rip it off. Oh, I've got this little apron piece. I wish I could get it where you could see those dots better. Turn it the other way, maybe. I'm sorry, I was off screen. I'm just pulling strings, trying to ravel it. I forget that I'm filming a lot of times, and I'm just working away, and I'm like, you know, you're not even on the camera here. Yeah, like that. Alright, so let's glue that down, and then we will glue the top on. Oops. All right. I like it. So like I said, once I decide how big the journal is going to be, if I have to cut that spine off, I can still do that and create a new one. And then, you know, put some lace around it, or I've got this doily. I could tea-dye it up and, you know, put it on the spine. That'd look real cute. Something like that. That actually would look real cute. And then I've also got to decide what I'm going to do for the closure for this one. So, but good start, good start. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. And I like that, you know, if you notice, I kind of put everything kind of off kilter. I'm usually a straight up and down person where I have to have everything straight up and down. But this one's got lots of angles and stuff, and I kind of like that. So that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think. And I will be back soon with another video. I guess I'll be back on Thursday for a thought on Pinterest. So until then, everybody have a great evening, and I will see you guys back tomorrow. Bye.